Hello everyone and welcome to the SpeedCreep YouTube channel. I decided to film this video because when I first started looking at AN fittings, they are not complex and they're really not that bad, but having never done it before, it seemed a little bit overwhelming at the time. So I'm going to give you a short overview of the AN stuff that I've done and what I believe is the best novice tool package if you're going to get into using AN fittings. So it's not perfect. There's other videos out there. Use my video paired with other videos to learn more about them, but I'm just going to give you my take on it as a novice hobby car building in the garage every day after work kind of guy. So take it for what it is. Hopefully you get some type of useful knowledge out of the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, all right, this is what I got, a 1972 Chevelle. Been working on, I've been trying to put this car together. You don't want to hear about all that, I'm sure, if you clicked on this video to learn about the novice tool package for AN fittings. But 72 Chevelle, building it as a family project, trying not to spend 3, 4, 5, 10 years building it, trying to do it in like a 6-month, but still do a full restoration style build. When I got to the fuel system on this thing, because I'm running a Corvette TPI engine in it, because I pulled the 1989 Corvette TPI 5.7 liter engine and 6-speed transmission out to put in this Chevelle, I needed a solution to get fuel injection, power, fuel pump stuff up to the engine. So I needed something different. I needed to go from fittings that were going to be on the tank, which I didn't know what they were at the time, to these Corvette fittings, which happen to be metric. So by doing my research, I came across AN fittings. I've heard of them before, but I've never used them before, and I figured if I'm going to be doing this stuff, I need to get into some type of solution. So I went with AN, dove into all of this stuff, and this is what I found. For example, the reason this is a good solution for me anyway, this is a metric fitting and it comes with this. I'll take this off real quick just so you can see. They make adapters. That's the beauty of AN fittings. AN, Army Navy fitting, is this part. And they come in dash number, -4, -6, -8. That's of 16th. So 6-6 means 6/16, which if you simplify that is 3/8. So it's a 3/8 fitting. That's your -6 and so on. So this is the AN side. That's the beauty of this system, is that if you can get a wonky adapted to AN, then you can get hose and run AN in between. So for example, I have a metric fitting here, and I bought this adapter. It fits the metric size and adapts it to -6 AN. Then I can order something like this. In this particular case, I ordered a 90 because it's for the fuel coming down off the side of the block. So I can put my -6 fitting in. And now I can switch this over to stainless steel braided line. They have a bunch of different options for this stuff. They got black nylon, all kinds of choices. Your choice, you figure it out. I chose this because it's running underneath the car. So line is a whole nother topic. You got PTFE for like ethanol fuels. You got all different types. So do your research, but I am only going to run what's at the pump. And I think that this Russell's line, and I can put a picture of it, of the box, I think the Russell's line was a pretty good deal, and it says that it will withhold standard ethanol content at the pump. So that's what I chose. That goes into this fitting. So this is where the tooling comes in. Just to finish this out, this runs down the car. I put in a -6 fuel filter, so it is basically just 2 more of these fittings that run right into a fuel filter, so it's very easy. They go back to the fuel tank. The fuel tank is 1/4 inch NPT. So it's the same thing I did here. I ordered a 1/4 inch NPT adapter to -6. So it's the exact same setup. So now you can join the two. But the part that I was confused about is what tooling did I really need to do this if I'm not a professional at it, but I still wanted to do a okay job at it and not mess things up. So the most important part, in my opinion, is getting a good clean cut, especially if you're using this stainless braided hose. because when you try to slide it into the fitting, it's going to flare out, and that seems to be the most frustrating part about the project when you're using this. So I tried it without tools, just kind of using a cutoff wheel, and it's a mess. It's doable, but it's an absolute mess. So in my opinion, this is what I would buy. What I bought is aluminum jaws. I'll put the pricing in here. I got them off Amazon. They were, under 20 bucks. They were pretty cheap. They hold the AN fittings really nicely. I think those are worth it. Step 2, the aluminum wrenches to the corresponding size that you need, I think, are worth buying because they won't mar up the fittings as bad as a regular old steel wrench. If you use this, you can use it, but it will mar the fitting very, very easily. So especially if you're taking it on and off and fitting things and trying to figure stuff out, I think the aluminum wrenches are worth it. The corresponding size will work for now, or if you want to buy the whole set, that's up to you. Another tool that makes it easy to put together is this tool. It's called KOUL Tools. It's a -6 specific size. This clamps into your vise, and what it does is allow you, you can split it open and slide your fitting in it, and then it's tapered right here, so it helps you put the hose inside the fitting. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you've already done research and seen people put this stuff together, so I'm not going to show you that. If you haven't, go to another video and you can see the process of people actually putting this on. I'm just talking about the tools that I think are worth it. So you should have a little bit of knowledge before you watch this one. I think that tool is 100% worth it. Made it very, very easy, simple, and quick. I think this one was like 40 bucks. These were like 12 a piece at Jegs. And I think I already said it, but this is like under 20. The last thing, which I think was very important, this is not specific to any type or brand, but I will link the one I have in the tools Amazon link below if you particularly want to look at this one that I bought. I think it was also around the $20 mark, $27, something like that. And it did a wonderful job at cutting, and on top of that, it is not messy or loud or a pain in the butt. You just open this unit up, cut it. It does squish the hose oblong just a little bit. You just take your fingers, squeeze back on it, make it round again, then use this tool and it slides in. So that's my tool set, the cool tools, aluminum wrenches, this for cutting it, the aluminum jaws for clamping it, and if you're curious, I bought Jegs fittings. I don't have any pressure on them yet. I haven't been able to test that part, so I can't tell you if these are perfect and you should get them or not, but they seemed to be a pretty good build quality. I think I only had to step out to a different manufacturer for a very specific fitting that I needed for the power steering system, because I also used them here. I did have to get an Earl's adapter because the Jegs one they did not have. So these are all Jegs as well, except for this one. You can go to Barb, you can go to Dash 6, you can go to all kinds of stuff. So that's my little short overview of a novice toolkit when it comes to AN stuff. Hopefully it's helpful. Like I said, watch more videos to learn more. For my channel subscribers that have been here for a while, hopefully this wasn't too redundant. I'm sorry, as you probably know, I've been on vacation, so I wanted to film something, and I thought this was a pretty decent video for someone that's messing with AN lines to watch. So leave a comment down below if you have more information on them, so that somebody watching this video like me 2 months ago can read through the comments, because I was most certainly in the comments trying to get people's opinion. Yeah, do something encouraging below. Give a little piece or a tip or some type of advice when it comes to AN fittings for somebody that's doing it for the first time, what you think the best novice tool package is for this stuff. There's obviously way more stuff you can buy and probably should buy later on, but I think that's a good starter kit, if you will. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching and putting up with me. If you're watching this for the first time and first time seeing my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm working on this 1972 Chevelle, so hopefully we'll see it on the road soon, shifting through those 6 gears. So I'm excited about that. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, or I guess it's probably almost Monday if you're watching this Sunday evening, so have a great day.